Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the S&P 500 followed by the Nasdaq100 and the Dow Jones 30 futures chart. Starting off here with the S&P 500, of course today is the very first session of a brand new trading week and we're already halfway through the month of August, which is, time flies. It just shows you how quick time flies by. Of course, August is one of the worst performing months of the year, so I'm quite happy that we're already halfway through it. And, I think the good news is that we have front-loaded a lot of the negative performance that I was expecting to see here in the month of August. Just want to quickly take you to my signal team. It's my free signal. My free signal team, which you can gain access to. And, I continue to show you guys this chart, and it shows you that, at the beginning of the month of August, on average, during all of the August pre-election years, dating back to 1929, you do tend to front load a lot of the negative price performance. And that's exactly what has occurred here so far. And what I'm looking for is this now, this next leg where we perhaps go trade back up towards positive territory before, maybe ending the month on more of a soft note. So that's what I'm kind of looking for, and I definitely have some indicators in front of me which are suggesting that we may form the bottom here last Friday or maybe even this morning for the Nasdaq100, for example, which did go and create a slightly lower low. Of course, the S&P 500 hit a low on Friday of 4,442. This was a price area which I had told my signal team that I was expecting the S&P 500 to hit, which was between 4,425 all the way up to 4,450. We nearly hit the 50-day EMA, but we did bounce very nicely to form a hammer candlestick, and this is very bullish. So we currently find ourselves trading at 4,476, and I do expect us to trade higher. And I just want to quickly draw your attention to the mark indicators. This is the 60-minute time frame, so 1 hour time frame here, and we have formed a 13 combo buy setup here. So this is a very strong signal that we are likely to now go and trade back up towards 4,576, which was the highest. This was the swing higher of this 13 countdown buy setup, which is very encouraging to see. And then what's more encouraging is if we just quickly go to the daily chart, we are on the cusp of forming a 9 setup. So this is a buy setup. We're currently on count 8, and providing that the S&P 500 closes below 4,499 during today's trading session, which I think is highly likely considering the fact that we're trading at 4,475, then that will give us a 9 setup, a 9 buy setup, which will look a little bit like this, and will likely forecast a change in direction. So, that will be a first sign of this move lower here in the month of August being exhausted, and we will likely, turn around and trade higher. So that's very encouraging, and I just want to also share the fact that I'm having the exact same setups in the Nasdaq100, the QQQs. So this is very encouraging, and in my own humble opinion, I believe that we have bottomed here for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq100. Just quickly moving over to the Nasdaq100, we found support at the 50-day EMA. As I mentioned just a few moments ago, we did actually go and create a lower low, but that doesn't worry me so much because we didn't really form much of a hammer candlestick here on Friday, not like the S&P 500. If the S&P 500 would have broken Friday's low, then that would have concerned me a lot more. But, the Nasdaq 100, we didn't really form much of a hammer candlestick. So I like the fact that we have continued to find support at 50-day EMA. We're now trading back above it. And if we can break above the highs of last Friday's trading session, which sits at around 15,192, that would be very bullish. And I think that you could look to add more positions here, but I would definitely be a buyer here on the Nasdaq 100. I think that this is an area where we will now start to bounce and see us go and retarget 15,900. As I did mention, that the mark indicator is lining up very nicely on the hour, the 2 hour and the daily chart. So this is very encouraging that all multiple time frames are now starting to align with each other. And in my experience of using the mark indicator, it rarely lets me down. So very encouraging to see that. And then just quickly moving over to a Dow Jones 30, we currently find ourselves trading at 35,362. We're, obviously forming a very bullish pattern here, which is a bull flag. We're currently in the cusp of, the flag pattern. And if we can break out of, if I just quickly draw a trend line for you all, if we can break out of this price area here, that would be very, very bullish. And I think that would then open up the door to go and move up towards 36,000. And, all of a sudden you're really within touching distance of achieving a brand new high here for the Dow Jones 30. So, the major indices do look to be trading very nicely. I think that this consolidation was needed that we've seen at the front, or the front end of the month of August. But I do see this as a fantastic buying opportunity in all three major US indices. I think the S&P 500 is a great buy here, followed by the Nasdaq100. The Dow Jones 30 obviously has performed a little bit better than the other two indices, but I do expect this strength to continue, and I'm looking for a breakout of this bull flag pattern here for the Dow Jones 30. Guys, if you've enjoyed today's video and would perhaps like to join my free trading signal group, as well as receive my daily market research, which I post prior to the US markets opening, then make sure you scan this QR code on your screen. It will take you to my website where you can sign up for completely free of charge. It will give you access to my Telegram group chat, and you can follow me for 1 month. And if you don't like what I do, then that's absolutely fine. You can cancel free of charge. You won't get charged a dime, and there's no catches whatsoever. But I look forward to welcoming you all over on my Telegram group chat.